Alright, people. So I hear this thing going around the Twitter universe. For the most part, it's on Twitter. I guess social media, you could say. This whole thing of canceling the WWE Network subscription. Um, and let me tell you something about, boycotting something or, refusing to use a product. Um, I mean, it's a good form of protest. I mean, you usually relate it with a political reason, and that's what I want to get to a little bit in this video. Is you see people that they get so worked up about a fake wrestling, I guess it's scripted wrestling show. I don't really like when they call it fake because you don't see people going around calling acting fake. It's scripted, all right, a scripted wrestling show. You see people all getting worked up about it, saying they're gonna boycott it. Why don't people get worked up about corrupt politicians and the global elite, um, all these corrupt other corporations that actually produce food that poisons us, like the aspartame, the high fructose corn syrup, McDonald's. Why don't people boycott that instead of and I'm not saying it's bad to like wrestling. I like wrestling. I'm not saying it's bad to boycott wrestling when they don't do what you want. But at the same time, you have to, if you're boycotting wrestling and getting all into wrestling, you have to be into the real world too, people. That's kind of what I want to say, and I've said that a lot throughout my channel in numerous amounts of videos. But I just wanted to bring up that point. If you're going to protest wrestling and be all into wrestling and sports, that's fine. But you have to be politically active and awake to what's going on in the world and all the corrupt shit that's going on in the world. Like right now, for example, I bought, I think I got it, right here. Clearly filtered, I don't know if you can see it. It's a water filter. It's very good. It filters all the fluoride and most of the fluoride, which, causes cancer in studies. Harvard studies says it lowers IQ. See, that's like the activism we should be taking. Not fucking boycotting. I mean, as I said, you can boycott a wrestling show or whatever, but at the same time, let's boycott things that actually affect our lives much more than wrestling, like corrupt corporations, buy non-GMO organic food products. Let's do that instead of, boycotting a wrestling show. Or, if you're going to boycott it again, be kind of politically active. And alright, so since I've ranted on that part a little bit, to the actual boycott, I think WWE is such a big company with so many wide ranges of fans. Like, if all the fans were in their mid-20s, or, teenage, 16, 17, 18-year-olds to mid-20s, or, 30s maybe, then probably, a great majority of them would have a Twitter or at least be active online to WWE. And I think a lot of the network subscribers, that might be the case. I don't know. Again, I'm not, I don't see many kids, like 9-year-old kids having, because when I was a 9 or 10-year-old watching the product, I didn't buy the pay-per-views. But anyway, I don't think you're going to see, back to the point of the, it's a big wide range of fans. There's a lot of kids, there's a lot of women, there's a lot of, I think, just casual fans. That's what they like to call it, I think. You got your hardcore fans, and then your kind of casual fans, I guess. And the kids, the women, probably the marks aren't gonna do the boycott the network. But you really get the boycott the network thing in your younger fans, your more hardcore fans, and I think even among those demographic of fans are not going to boycott the network, because I'll admit it myself, even though WWE sucks, the network's a very good product because I've really had few problems with it. I mean, I have a few problems with it, but I like it. You could watch your fucking pay-per-view, watch other shit. I like it. Alright, it's good. So I'm not going to fucking boycott it, because it fucking, it helps me out with watching the pay-per-view. I don't have to fucking worry about watching the pay-per-view. I can just watch it right there and then. So I'm not gonna and even again, I don't think that this movement, cancel WWE Network, is gonna gain traction, because what are you gonna fucking just stop watching the product all together? I don't think people are gonna do that. I don't think they're willing to do that over one freaking Rumble result here, and I don't think it's gonna work at all. And they just announced, WWE, that their network subscribers were up at 1 million. So even if, let's say, 100,000 people withdraw their subscription, which probably is a high number, it's not like it's going to make a huge deal. WWE is going to keep going on with their bullshit. They're going to keep heading on. It's not going to make a big deal. If 100,000 people withdraw their subscription, then they lose what? $1 million or something like that. $1 million bucks. Maybe a few million if you don't buy it for a few months. It's a big deal to Vince. If you total that up over a year, what fucking 12 million, that's nothing to Vince, really. I mean, they're gonna be fucking fine. This isn't gonna do a thing. And the 100,000 number is fucking, that's a pretty high number. I don't think a lot of people withdraw their subscription at all. I think it was just all hype. Oh, I'm gonna, I hear people, let's cancel my subscription, and I think it could work if, like, there's so many different groups of WWE fans, though it's hard to connect with all of them and coordinate a whole message to all of them. So I don't think it's gonna work. I think the real way to get what you want, though, is like what we did with Daniel Bryan. We cheered for him. We yesed. We really liked him. We showed that we liked him. We tweeted about him, whatever, and he won the belt. Unfortunately, he got hurt, but he won the belt. So I think WWE, in a sense, does listen to us a little bit, but again, I don't think doing this boycott bullshit's gonna work. It's not gonna work. They're gonna keep going on with Roman. The real way to get them not to push Roman Reigns is to boo his ass every single week, because what happened last year? We booed Batista every week, and he was, nope, they're not gonna do it with Batista. Let's have Bryan win the Rumble, who people actually like, because it's gonna be weird seeing Reigns, and there's no way, if we keep booing Roman Reigns week after week, they're going to put him in the title match, I don't think. So let's just keep booing him every week, and I think that's the best way to say that, we are still wrestling fans. We like the wrestling in general. We like watching wrestling. We think WWE sucks, but we like watching wrestling, and we want some new shit. We're not happy with Roman Reigns, so we're going to boo your asses until you give us some good shit. And I guarantee you, some people are going to stop watching because it's boring, but the more hardcore fans are usually always going to stick around. A lot of them are. I think but some of the hardcore fans, some of the fans in general, I think are just going to leave. And that's going to really wake up Vince McMahon and all the WWE to, we got to do something different. So I think that's going to happen. I hope it happens. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I think that's the best way to get what you want in this company. Just fucking keep voicing your opinion over and over again on your shows. Just keep fucking chanting, shit at Roman Reigns. Fucking bombard him with anti-Roman Reigns chants. That's the best way. And chant, Daniel Bryan or Dean Ambrose or Ziggler or Cesaro. Chant for guys who are good. Or Bray Wyatt, I think that's the best way, And Lance Storm tweeted out something. He said, if WWE Network doesn't get a lot of subscribers, it just comes out of the wrestlers' pockets. I don't know, how it works with that, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of the wrestlers might be hurt, but I don't know. I just wanted to bring up that point. But anyway, to wrap this video up, cancel WWE Network. I mean, if you're gonna boycott wrestling, you should boycott these corrupt corporations and our corrupt government and the corrupt, elite that want to bring in a one-world tyrannical government. That's what you should really be, focusing on. I mean, it's okay to like sports, but you have to have your priorities in life, people. And also, it's stupid. I think that this boycott thing, it's not going to work. WWE has too many fans. It has too big a fan base to work. Nobody's going to fucking boycott it for fucking month after month after month after month. I don't think. It's not going to work. I just don't see it fucking working, people. I mean, I could see, like, I heard Bruce Blitz talking about let's walk out during Cena's promo. I could see that working because, if you're in the crowd, you could actually see it happening. And it didn't really catch any steam, but, I mean, again, if he was talking, like, if 5 people walk out, then it could, catch steam. And you don't even have to know Bruce Blitz to participate in it because it could just spread and spread and spread. And that would have him, change. That would, most people, would probably fucking, or in WWE would want to see change because everybody's walking out during Cena's promo. That looks awkward as fuck. It looks bad for the company. So I think that, if we just kind of just boo the fuck out of Reigns, that's what's going to get real change in this company. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on WWE, or that's hashtag cancel WWE Network. I think I've been saying that throughout the whole video. I believe that is the hashtag. So there you go, people.